I'm Hannah. Today I want to give my argument about the video. So, the video contained the 11 of words living in Bali. Before that, I want to give a short explanation about the video. So, the whole video describes how Bali's condition. Like the first point is food can add up quick. It means the cost of food that was expensive to foreign, tourists and local people affected. For example, when the price of food like nasi campur Bali with 15,000 rupiahs and the price go up till to 25,000 rupiahs at the price of foreign tourists, and the fact Bali was frequently discriminating against product price. In turn, Bali has a trust can create problems that are true. I agree with that. As we can look up at every corner in environment full of trust, and it needs the attention of the Bali government or society because of this serve environmental condition in Bali in which garbage in the corner in Bali, as well as flooding in the areas where garbage builds up in the water. Strict laws and rules were required by the intruder to deal with the problem of such filth. It also true, I agree that in some parts of the route there are no sidewalks that make it harder for pedestrians to do work and sometimes more pedestrian traffic in the cities, and then people are less busy because of the activity of human beings in traffic than on foot, so that more needed to be built in places where many pedestrians and Bali. Many stray dogs are certainly a barrier to pedestrians.
1,000 cases of rabies and caused death, and myself too were bitten by the dog. It became a horrible moment on foot. The next truth or matters is that carrying a motorcycle can be dangerous, and I agree with that because I have seen enough of road accidents myself as a result of unregulated user consciousness triggering accidents. And the next point, food and water safety are also subject to management because Bali's level of hygienic is still below its maximum. And also I agree with the point. So I think that must to be have maintenance about the system, or maybe some hygienic for a safety food and water. So, and the next, many of the harmful insects or animal like snakes in the environment are a fact, and I agree with that because my house also has always been infested and still does not know how to expect such condition. Next is the internet. Indonesia is a region of mountains, forests, and so on, and it has a much more complex geographical location than any other country. That I also agreed with the video that the internet in Bali is still less than in the remote areas of Bali.
In turn, Bali has a trust can create problems that are true. I agree with that. As we can look up at every corner in an environment full of trust, and it needs the attention of the Bali government or society because of the several environment conditions in Bali in which garbage in the corner and in Bali, as well as flooding in the areas where garbage builds up in the water. Strict laws and rules were required by the intruder to deal with the problem of such filth. It is also true that in some parts of the route there are no sidewalks, and I agree this point that make it harder for pedestrians to do work and sometimes more pedestrian traffic in the cities. And the people are less busy because of the activity of human beings in traffic than on foot, so that more need to be built in places where many pedestrians. But some condition in Bali can be a choice for foreign tourists, such as safety. We already know that Bali is identical to the landscape, so that it more likely to be visited by foreign tourists gradually, and that permanent residents will have to look at some positive and habitable aspects so that safety and wing will be available. Of course, in every country or region at the same risk. It will not only be focused on Bali, and according to katadata.co.id, it was declared that Bali was the safest area with 0 to 2% of crime victims, so the data was opposing the point about scams, so I disagree about the point. The next point is for easy to get distraction. Indonesia, in particular, is an active region where good agricultural development and other machines are operating. So I disagree about the point declared that in Bali easy get distracted because it's normal in every country, and if you don't want to get in trouble, it's best to avoid loud places, and in Bali it sure has a lot of good places to look for peaceful condition. Loneliness is certainly felt for those who are separated from family or friends, but is a personal feeling we cannot cling to Bali's words. So, in each region, of course, there are strength and weakness. I think that's all. Thank you.